person of interest is detained in the Molotov cocktail attack of a 54-year-old California man who was severely burned. We do have video. It is not for the faint of heart. I just want to forewarn you viewers. Let's take a look.
Now, police are saying that this shows a whole thing go down from start to finish. The suspect's believed to be in his 20s. You see him come into the video, a sudden explosion on the screen before the man runs away. There was a baby even nearby in a stroller, a mom. Luckily, they were able to get away without being injured at all. But the man who caught on fire, his lower body was very badly burned. No motive. As I mentioned, police don't think the victim was specifically targeted. Police say he's a really good guy who helps out the homeless. Police spoke in a press conference tonight. We also spoke to a witness who saw everything as it was happening.
Wow.
Gives you chills.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, if that guy, forget being the guy that got burned, if that was my baby nearby when he lit that Molotov cocktail, we're gonna have issues.
It's absolutely unheard of to throw a firebomb. I mean, it's one thing, you know, not to say to condone, you know, a gunshot or a stab wound, but to actually go out there and I guess the suspect hurled a bottle full of flammable liquid at this guy's feet when he was just waiting for his dad to come out from the store.
So, and it doesn't look like it's gang violence. It seems like the guy, the victim, is very well liked.
Right. The police don't think that there could have been any motivation, that there's no gang affiliation whatsoever. So they think it could be completely random. When that random attack is frightening.
In some ways, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and I don't mean for the rest of us, because of course it makes it worse for the rest of us because it makes it seem like, oh my God, any of us could have happened to anybody, right? And so that terrorizes us a little bit more. But I mean, in the case of the suspect, okay, now you got to beef with somebody, it doesn't matter, I'm going to give you the same sentence either way because this is a horrible thing to do. But think about the mind of that guy who thinks, ha, I mean, like, one, I got to fight with a guy, or I got a gang problem, or I'll just burn a random guy to death.
It takes a really evil person to go out to a random parking lot and just to find someone to throw this Molotov cocktail at him. I really do hope they find him. Supposedly they suspect that he's between the ages of 25 to 30 years old, of Hispanic descent. Hopefully they find him. And, you know, like the news reporter touched upon, there was a woman there with her baby in a stroller. So anybody possibly could have been harmed by this firebomb.
Well, if it's a 25 to 30-year-old Latino guy in
in Long Beach,
California, then I'm sure that they'll find him right away.
Good luck. Good luck. Can they be a little bit more descriptive with his description?
Yeah. So it's, well, he's on video to some degree, so maybe that'll help.
And hopefully somebody saw something. Somebody may know him. Maybe he confided in someone, and that person will come forward because this is a heinous crime. And apparently the victim here is in critical condition, but he is in stable condition, and they do hope for him to make a recovery.